So yeah, I already technically did a video talking about this already, but that was way too boring. I wasn't giving enough attention to this movie. Let's do this review in the way it should be done. Hi everybody, I'm Sean for Blue Pizza Reviews, and welcome to my review for Star Wars The Force Awakens. So, this movie is hard to discuss without spoilers, so super quick, new threat is fighting off the galaxy, and the only ones that can stop them are Rey, a young girl who is almost kind of similar to Luke, but not really Luke, Finn, who is a former stormtrooper, and Poe, a fighter pilot. And they are joined in to help by Han and Chewie. Now, the crowd that I saw this movie with was probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest crowd I've ever been with in a movie. They were going ecstatic for so many things in this movie, and I gotta tell you right now, I was nervous going into this movie, even though it was my most anticipated film of 2015, but I'm gonna say this right now, this movie is incredible! This is the Star Wars movie that Star Wars fans have been waiting for. Just everything I wanted to see in this movie, they gave me, and a little bit more. First of all, I loved the characters, particularly the newcomers Rey and Finn. They are the main focus of this movie, as you can tell from the trailers, and they were incredible. What I really liked about this movie is they weren't blatantly trying to be the characters that Han and Leia were in the original movie. They're their own characters. They're not trying to be Han, Leia, or Luke. And even the villain of this movie, Kylo Ren, he's not trying to be another Darth Vader. In fact, there's a really great thing you've seen in the trailer where he wants to finish what Darth Vader started. I love that they don't show too much, but also they don't skimp out. They show you precisely what has to be shown. The action sequences are beautiful. Whether it's stormtroopers fighting off a small town, whether it's an escape with a TIE fighter, or all the epic showdowns with the Millennium Falcon, they are all really awesome. But what I really admire about this movie is the human element. So many of these characters have a lot of development that you get to care for pretty much every single character in this movie. You don't want to see anybody get hurt or killed in this movie. And even the antagonists, you get an idea with what you do find out about these characters that there is something about them to care about. You do want to know what they are up to. You want to know why they're doing what they're doing, and you want to know more. And since this is the first installment in a new Star Wars franchise, it's pretty apparent that we're gonna have to figure out just enough to keep us going, but not enough to spoil the later movies. And the way this movie does that is perfect. They say just what they need to say. And if you go back and watch the original Star Wars movie without thinking about anything from the two sequels, you get just as much information out of this movie as you do out of the original Star Wars movies in comparison to where its franchise is going to go and where I think this franchise is probably going to be going. The visual effects are fantastic, and I gotta be honest with you, the 3D, oh my gosh, I didn't see it in IMAX, I saw it in regular 3D, the 3D was fantastic. It was really epic. They really knew exactly how to handle the situations. They were doing it fantastic. And I love how the effects, some of them are in your face, some of them are just enveloping you in the world, but it was handled really, really well. Plus, it was so great to hear that John Williams score again. Some of it's new composition, some of it is the classical themes, such as the Star Wars music you hear at the beginning and ending of every Star Wars movie. And honestly, I don't have any problems with this movie. I know I'm gonna probably get a lot of split decisions from this, but this is one of my favorite movies of the year. This is one of the movies I'm gonna remember 2015 for. And as I said, I already had filmed a review for this, but that review was a lot longer, a lot clunkier, a lot slower. This is how I wanted to do it. And yeah, and plus just seeing the original cast again in this movie, as well as all these great new characters that we're sure to know and care about a lot more with all these new sequels they're going to be making, I can't wait to see where the next movie goes. I'm going all the way with this. I didn't do it last week, but I'm doing it here. Star Wars The Force Awakens gets an A+. I loved and adored The Force Awakens. It was an incredible movie, a great experience. This is the reason why I go to the movies. This is the reason why I love talking about movies. I love reviewing movies. It's for movies like this. Plus, my theater was having a special Galaxy Premiere sale of items for The Force Awakens. Let me show you what I got. This is a Star Wars The Force Awakens poster. I cannot wait to frame this and put it on my wall. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's my take on The Force Awakens. I can't believe I've already talked about The Force Awakens now. Wow. So anyway, now I'd like to hear from what you guys and hear what you have to say. Did you guys see Star Wars The Force Awakens? And if so, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. And later on, I will be doing a spoiler-filled review of the movie, talking about some of the other aspects of the movie. I'm not going to do that right away. I want enough people to go out and see this movie and be able to experience it themselves before I go into spoiler territory. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sean for Blue Pizza Reviews. Peace to all of you, and have a wonderful day.